This is Catherine and my co-host,
Leighton.
and we are going to talk about musicals and how they are related to each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're doing.
So, I want to start things off with how Wicked just came out. The movie, Wicked for Good, came out.
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
I thought it was pretty good. I think I preferred the first one the first part better, but I think overall it was good.
Good. Well, we are going to be talking about Wicked, and I just wanted to talk about Wicked and, how it might relate to Phantom of the Opera as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, in Wicked, Glinda, she says in the very beginning, "Are you born wicked, or is wickedness thrust upon you?"
Oh, yeah.
And Phantom can also be related to that, because he was just a little boy before everything happened, and then wickedness was thrust upon him.
Yeah.
And instead of trying to do good, he was very angry and did a lot of bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at with Wicked. How do you feel about that?
I think that both of those you could easily connect to another pretty well-known musical.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Being Shrek, the musical.
Oh, you know what? I can kind of see that.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
So, basically, if you think about it, with your mind and with your soul,
Right.
What is Wicked about? There's a lot to it. Wickedness is thrust upon the Wicked Witch, Elphaba, and she's green, right?
Yes.
Shrek is an ogre, so wickedness is immediately thrust upon him. So they're like the same person. Also, they both are kind of love stories, and the person that both of the green people end up with is attractive.
Exactly.
So it's basically the same story, and you can tie Phantom into that because he's not green, but he's considered ugly because of something that's not his fault. And then he falls in love with someone that's attractive. They don't really end up together, though.
That's the contrast.
Yeah, that's the contrast right there.
Yeah.
But overall, the three musicals are basically the same thing.
I would like you to elaborate a little further on that as we continue to deep dive into Wicked.
Oh, I'll bring Shrek up a lot more.
Oh, okay, good. I'm happy to hear how you think Wicked and Phantom of the Opera are related to Shrek. So, there's also The Wizard and I, how she has high aspirations. She wants to do things with her life. She thinks that she is very important and very smart, which she is. And then Phantom, he's similar to that, except he has more of an ego that he wants to feed. He is very smart, and he is very musically inclined.
Yeah.
And you can see the contrast between the two, how Phantom is a little bit more angry, and Elphaba is a little bit more wishful thinking.
Yeah. Shrek is neither of those things.
Yeah?
Because Shrek is the person, he's the connection to Elphaba and the Phantom. Because they're the same person, all three of them.
Oh, right.
In my canon, they are the same three people.
Right.
And, he has his own aspirations, but they have to do with himself at the beginning. Throughout the story, you see his dreams, you can see his dreams grow, and you can see what he actually wants. Because he doesn't actually want to be alone. That was just a facade until he met Fiona. So he kind of, similar to the Phantom, he kind of had that ego at the beginning, but then by the end, he kind of was more like Elphaba, where he had that wishful thinking and that hope.
Yeah. Okay. So, we go to What Is This Feeling, right? It's Glinda.
So sad and anew.
Exactly. Glinda and Elphaba. And it's two people that hate each other.
Yep.
Right? And I just don't know how you feel about that.
Connecting to Shrek? Have you ever heard of the travel song?
Oh, I think I've heard it once or twice.
Yeah, so, okay, Donkey doesn't hate Shrek. Shrek kind of hates Donkey, especially in that moment, because Donkey won't be quiet, and Shrek wants him to be quiet. But similar to Elphaba and Glinda,
exactly.
By the end of the movie, they end up being besties. They love each other.
That's so sweet.
So, there are connections there. So, Fiero is to Fiona. Shrek. Stop laughing at me.
I'm not laughing.
Shrek is to Elphaba, and Donkey is to Galinda. Or Glinda, however you wish to pronunciate her name.
Yeah. I do think that there's not much of a strong connection between this and Phantom at this point. I think that's a little difference we have there. Because it's more of a triangle than a best friend type of thing. But Raoul and Phantom do hate each other.
They do hate each other, yes.
Yes. Even though, like, Christine and Phantom's relationship is a little complicated,
yeah,
I wouldn't say that they hate each other.
Yeah, they don't hate each other. It's just odd.
Very odd. Then we go to Dancing Through Life.
Yeah.
And there's kind of, like, this guy is showing these people, like, oh, there's more to life than you get your nose stuck in a book, you know, like, I want to show you how to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, and I just didn't know if you had any correlations at all.
So as I said previously, Fiero, Fiona. See, their names are even similar.
Fiero, Fiona, exactly.
This connection is right there.
Yes.
People just need to grasp it.
Yes. Excuse the noise. We have construction going on next door.
So, the morning song it's not sung to anyone in particular. It's sung more to the world. But it's Fiona kind of going through and talking about how she's just excited to be there. She's excited to be living her life how she wants and not stuck in a tower and stuck to the strict regiments and rules that she had to abide by in the tower.
And I think this sort of could be related to with the song Prima Donna and Phantom. How she's like, she sees more of like, it's all about me, you know?
Yeah.
And Fiero, he could be kind of egotistical a little bit, at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
And she definitely thinks that like, oh, the limelight should be on me, you know? So I think that's kind of where it correlates a little bit.
Yeah.
Next we have Popular. How Glinda is trying to show Elphaba.
Yeah.
You know, this is how you be cool, man.
Yeah.
This is how you be cool. I'm not sure if Phantom of the Opera would be a great
I don't
relation, like,
really think
good
so.
correlation there. But I didn't know if you had any correlations with anything at all.
Just, okay, not a specific song, but just Donkey and Shrek's relationship.
Yeah.
The whole thing, because they do start, like, this is where it differs a little bit from Wicked. One of them looks up to the other, because Donkey looks up to Shrek. That's a little different than Wicked, because they both just hate each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But throughout both of these musicals, you see them start to get closer, and you see them start to, like, connect more with each other, even if isn't the most conventional.
I guess it could also be shown in the ways of teaching in Phantom of the Opera. How often Phantom is teaching Christine music.
Yeah.
Or how Christine, she's like telling her best friend, I hear this angel of music. Like, she's telling her how she's gotten to this point, you know? And that's kind of similar to Popular. I'm Not That Girl is kind of where Phantom comes up.
There we go.
We're back on track here. All I ask of you, reprise. This is where it comes up, because I'm not that girl. She's thinking I'm not important enough to this person, to Fiero. He doesn't see me that way. Same as Phantom. He is not that girl to Christine. He is very sad because he is not important like that to Christine. Raoul has kind of stolen Christine from him, just as Glinda has stolen Fiero from Elphaba.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you
I've got a connection.
had any connections whatsoever.
I've got a connection, alright. So, once again, not a specific song, because Shrek doesn't sing that much. But when Fiona's talking to Donkey about how she loves Shrek and she's gonna tell Shrek, and then Shrek overhears the very end of the conversation and thinks that they're talking poorly about him, and so he thinks, oh, I'm not lovable to Fiona because I am who I am.
Yeah.
So, but this is also a little different. Instead of someone taking Fiona away until Lord Farquaad, that's a little different because he wasn't in that little section where I connected people. But Shrek thinks to himself, I'm not good enough for her. So it's very similar to I'm not that girl with Elphaba thinking that she's not good enough.
And she is.
Even I was gonna say, both of them are.
Both of them are. Then both of them end up getting the person that they wanted at the end. We're going to go ahead and skip ahead to Defying Gravity.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of the part where it's like breaking free of the stereotypes and stuff. And you know what? I would kind of relate this to when Phantom kind of goes off his rocker a little bit and ends up killing people.
Yeah, he does do that.
He ends up doing that. He ends up coming to the masquerade. Like, you know what? Everything. I don't care what happens at this point. This is who I am. I don't care if you are hurt by it. Elphaba is a little bit more like, this is who I am. I don't care what you say.
Right.
I'm not going to hurt you per se, but I am going to be me. No matter what you tell me.
Right. She's gonna fight for Elphaba. She's gonna fight for what she wants, no matter what the people say.
And Phantom does the same thing, however, in a very wicked way. Thank you so much for that.
Shrek is not that long of a musical.
Yes, of course.
That section is really shortened down to just Shrek bringing, in the fairy tale creatures to Duloc and crashing the wedding.
Of course.
To get Fiona. So it's a much shorter section than, say, all of Defying Gravity or all of the Masquerade. But it's still there, and it still should be noted.
Yes. We are going to go to As Long As You're Mine, which is the love song.
Yeah, I walked out during that scene in the movie theater.
Oh, it's one of my favorite parts of Wicked. It is a very...
Okay, I'm talking about the movie, not
yes,
the musical.
Of course,
I walked out during the movie part.
Of course. Well, As Long As You're Mine can also be... We're going to go back a little bit to All I Ask of You, because in that part it's very touching, and they're saying, I want you as long as, you are with me and you love me for me, I want to be with you. And I think both of them are actually very similar in that aspect, because they're both saying, I will love you for you if you love me for me, and you are there for me.
Yep. So sorry. So I'm gonna relate this to I can't remember the song name. Oh, I Think I Got You Beat, which is the fart song.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
No. I want to hear your take on this.
Okay, I Think I Got You Beat. That's really where it shows the connection between Fiona and Shrek.
Right.
Even no matter how disgusting, no matter how absurd that song is, no matter how bad that song is, it really shows them connecting over something that is, it's a similar interest.
Right.
So, it does connect. It does connect back to it.
Right. That's great.
It is great, isn't it?
I love that. That is... You know what? That does make sense, because, they're like, you know what? You can literally fart on me, and I will still be there and love you. Even though at this point they didn't know that they loved each other, they were still like, you can fart on me. I don't care. And I fear that was a separate conversation aside from the two songs that Raoul and Christine might have had, or Elphaba and Firo might have had, that it's okay, you can fart on me. Shrek was just brave enough to put that in the song.
Yeah, I think that's in the extended cut.
Yeah.
Of both of those.
I do believe so. I think I've heard that before. No Good Deed. This is where Phantom shines.
Phantom?
Yes, because No Good Deed, this is where that connection shines.
I see. I thought you were saying he
No,
sang the song.
No. Well, okay, because here Elphaba's like, you know what? Yeah, I am wicked.
I'm a baddie.
I am a baddie. And this is kind of where Elphaba and Phantom almost switch places for a second. Where I want to relate this to when Phantom let Raoul and Christine go.
Yeah.
When he realized, I shouldn't be doing this. They love each other. She clearly doesn't love me. I'm
Right.
letting go. This is kind of like a contrast. Like, Elphaba, she has done that this entire time up until now, and it hasn't gotten her anywhere. She said no good deeds. She's like, all I do is good deeds. It only turns out bad. People only get hurt when I'm nice. So, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
And now Phantom is like, maybe Mr. Nice Guy should be introduced a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe it will be good for a little.
Yeah, for a little bit. And then I'm not sure there's much of a relationship with For Good, because there really isn't much of a Glinda in Phantom
No,
as
there's
much.
really not.
But For Good is a very heartfelt piece, makes me cry almost every single time I hear it. And it's just, I love it so much. And I didn't know if you had any correlation to that.
I mean, I'd just say the, as it's listed in Wikipedia, Cathedral Sunset / Transformation. Oh wait, no, Beautiful Ain't Always Pretty. There it is.
Yes,
That's the
yes,
song I was
yes,
looking
of course,
for.
of course, of course.
That is sung by Shrek when he's singing to Fiona and saying, hey, I don't care what you look like because I love you the way you are.
Exactly.
And I won't stop loving you.
Exactly. I think that is a perfect comparison. I do want to go back a little bit to March of the Witch Hunters. Because there is kind of that little section in Phantom of the Opera where they're like, oh, let's go get Phantom, because he took Christine and Raoul's after him, and there was a whole commotion with the fire and then
Right.
Phantom, and I just think March of the Witch Hunters, they're like, let's get Elphaba, and they're like, let's also get Phantom, you know? And I didn't know if you had anything to correlate with that.
That's kind of just Shrek's story. I mean, it's in the very first song. In the very first song, Big Bright Beautiful World, it goes through the hardships that ogres have to face, such as torches and stuff being thrown at them, and them just being treated bad because they are who they are. So, I mean, that kind of happens throughout the whole musical of Shrek. Like, when Shrek first saves Fiona, her first reaction is, oh, like, I'm so thankful someone saved me, but then the second she sees his face, she's kind of like, oh. Ew!
Ew!
Yucky! So there's that.
Yeah, that's
Something.
that is something. One song that I fear there is really not much of a correlation, but I think is important to bring up. It's from Phantom. It's Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again. It's such a heartfelt song. It makes me feel the same way as For Good does, but it doesn't necessarily mean the same thing.
Right.
Right. And I didn't know if you had any songs that you had a heartfelt feeling towards whenever you heard it.
Who I'd Be.
Oh,
Sung
yes.
by the three of them.
Oh, that
But
one is very heartfelt.
I was gonna say, it once again, it doesn't really have the same meaning, but it's just the three main protagonists, aka Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, aka Elphaba, Elphaba, Fiero, and Glinda,
Yeah.
going over their wishes and their hopes, and they're just so worried that they're never gonna get there because they've lived the life that they have.
Yeah. And these three songs don't necessarily mean the same thing, but they kind of make you feel.
Yeah, they
like,
all give you that same.
the same, like, longing and, like, almost sadness.
Yeah, it makes your heart drop.
A little bit. But For Good, it's like a bittersweet kind of
Yeah.
sadness. How it's like, you have done so much for me. I love you so much. I won't see you again, but I wish you well. Wishing You Were Somehow Here is more of like, it's just sad in general. Like, this person is gone from my life. I miss this person. And I somehow have to carry on without this person. Who I'd Be
That's
is
kind
more
of-
of...
I feel like that's kind of in between almost, because
Yes.
it is really just sad. It is a longing for something that none of them feel like they'll achieve, but at the same time, they're relaying their hopes and dreams right before your eyes. So that does give you that bittersweet of like,
Yes.
you know, it could happen in theory. It is
Exactly.
the possibility is there.
It is there. So, I think that this is a very good place to wrap up.
I agree.
I think we have clearly shown that there is a very strong correlation between Phantom of the Opera and Wicked and
Shrek.
Shrek the musical. I wasn't aware you'd bring Shrek to the table,
Yeah.
but I'm glad you did because you had a lot to say about it, and I cannot wait what you have to say about the musicals upcoming next week.
Ooh, really? What are we gonna do?
We are going to be talking about Next to Normal and Rent,
Oh, lovely.
which those are two very serious topics.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry. I'll come up with a serious musical to connect them to.
yes, this was more of like a Dreamers, the Lovers, that kind of vibe, you know. As Kermit said, the Dreamers, whatever he
Somewhere
says
you'll
with that little rainbow and banjo.
The Rainbow Connection, the Lovers, the Dreamers, and me.
Thank you so much, Leighton. I couldn't do this without you.
Also, Kermit's green. Do you know who else is green?
Kermit is also
Elphaba
green.
and Shrek.
And you know who's pink? Glinda and Miss Piggy. I think
Donkey's not pink.
yeah. Donkey's not pink, but maybe like Fozzie could be Donkey, you know? It's just a little rant after the episode, you know, it's okay. Maybe Muppets should be talked about more in musical theater because there is a lot of good music in the Muppets.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I really do apologize for the noise. We do have construction next door. I think we need to close this out with Rainbow Connection. So I hope to see you next week, Leighton. This has been what's the title of this? What did we decide on?
Oh, I changed it.
Oh, okay.
I changed it to Shrek is Broadway.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to see how else you relate some musicals to what you want to talk about.
Everything is Shrek, Catherine.
Everything?
Everything is Shrek.
I'm so happy to hear that. Goodbye. This has been Shrek is Broadway with Catherine and thank you so much for listening.